the most important parts of the job? Well, this summer, along with rodeos and pancake breakfasts, our government will be doing something a little bit different. We'll be traveling the province, seeking input in no less significant topic than the future of Alberta itself. The time is right for this critical discussion. Albertans recognize that Canada has not been working for our province for a long time. Albertans subsidize Ottawa to the tune of $20 billion a year. What do we get in return? When we voted in a referendum to trigger an equalization renegotiation, Ottawa ignored us. When we get other provinces on side to demand an overhaul of Bill C-69, the No New Pipelines Act, Ottawa ignored us. When we told them to stay out of provincial jurisdiction, Ottawa ignored us. When we tell them to reverse their catch and release criminal policies to make our streets safer, Ottawa ignored us. When we unite with Saskatchewan to explain the net zero power regulations and how they're completely unworkable for us, again, Ottawa ignores us. When Alberta businesses say that a production cap on oil and gas will cripple the industry, they ignore us once more, and the list goes on. But you know what Ottawa can't help but be fixated on, and that is punishing our energy sector and layering on policies to keep it in the ground. For the last 10 years, Ottawa, led by successive Liberal governments propped up by their NDP allies, have attacked our economy and taken direct aim at Alberta's core industries. They've killed several major pipeline and resource projects, driving away hundreds of billions in investment. Their West Coast tanker ban specifically blocks Alberta oil from accessing world markets. Their excessive industrial carbon taxes and the new oil and gas production cap are designed to keep our world-class oil and gas reserves in the ground. And net zero mandates on everything from power to vehicles are causing the cost of living to increase, business costs to soar, and are even endangering the stability of our power grid in the dead of winter. We've also started a process to work with Ottawa to see if we can work through these issues, and we're hopeful that that will lead to a conclusion, but so far we have not seen any meaningful change. But whenever we have faced these challenges, Alberta has always come together. Albertans have always come together to defend our province, just like we will do now. It's time to lean on each other, ensure that we're having the right conversations, and figure out a path forward that will benefit the people of Alberta. Our government wants people from all industries, communities, and walks of life to shape the direction that this great province will take in the future. And so I'm pleased to announce the Alberta Next Panel, which will lead these vital discussions. Led by a diverse group of experts and community leaders, the panel will host discussions across Alberta, gathering ideas and discussing potential solutions to the issues that we're facing. This will be done through a province-wide series of town halls with both in-person and virtual options beginning in July and wrapping up in October. We're also launching an online survey to ensure every Albertan can make their voice heard. The Alberta Next Panel will put Albertans in the driver's seat. It will give them the rightful opportunity to decide how Alberta can become stronger and more sovereign within a united Canada. It will give the people who live, work, and raise families in our great province the opportunity to share their voices, their values, and their ideas. What we hear will help us map out Alberta's future. They will consider and hear from Albertans on the risks and benefits of ideas like establishing an Alberta pension plan, utilizing an Alberta Provincial Police Service rather than the RCMP for community policing, whether Albertans should pursue constitutional changes to the composition of the Senate and the House of Commons, for instance, which, if any, changes to federal transfer payments and equalization Albertans should demand from the federal government, potential immigration reform that would give the provincial government more oversight over who comes into the province, just like Quebec, and changes to how Alberta collects personal income tax. Albertans will also have the opportunity to put forward their own ideas for discussion. I have the honour of leading this important work, and as chair, I'd like to introduce the members of the Alberta Next Panel. I'll be joined by 4 of my caucus colleagues: Minister of Environment, Rebecca Schultz; MLA for Leduc-Beaumont, Brandon Lunty; MLA for Athabasca Barrhead Westlock, Glenn Van Dyken; and newly elected, soon to be sworn in, MLA-elect for Olds Didsbury Three Hills, Tara Sawyer. And joining us will be some of Alberta's most accomplished leaders, including those representing ranching, law, finance, business, energy, the nonprofit sector, and academia. I'm pleased to introduce the Honourable Bruce MacDonald, former Justice of the Court of Appeal of Alberta, Samita Anand, co-chair of the Premier's Council on Multiculturalism and Vice President Above and Beyond Care Services, Melody Gardner-Skiba, a passionate business and agricultural advocate, Trevor Toome, Director of Fiscal and Economic Policy at the University of Calgary School of Public Policy, Adam Legg, President of the Business Council of Alberta, Grant Fagerheim, President and CEO of Whitecap Resources, Inc., Dr. Aiken Asakwadi, Physician and Section Chief of the Didsbury Hospital, Benny Zhu, Dr. Benny Zhu, an experienced community health expert, Michael Binion, President of Quest Air Energy, and Andrew Judson, Vice Chairman for the Prairies at the Fraser Institute. We'll also be adding Indigenous representation to the panel in the coming weeks after an Indigenous Albertan who had agreed to be a member of the panel unfortunately suffered a health incident this past weekend and will be unable to join us. Our mandate will be to find ways to strengthen Alberta's sovereignty within a united Canada. The Alberta Next Panel will ensure that people across the province have a chance to share their ideas at this critical time. And when the panel has wrapped up these discussions, it will compile ideas and recommendations that will be put to a referendum vote in 2026. I have tremendous faith in Albertans. Alberta is full of engaged citizens who care deeply about their province and its future. And I truly believe that they will give us a wealth of ideas that will ensure our beloved province remains forever strong and free. Alberta Next is how we start to make that happen. I encourage Albertans from every background, political stripe, and region to share your ideas with us, either in person or online. Your voice matters, and our province's future depends on it. Thank you.